simple interest and compound interest. And this chapter is very important in all type of competitive exam and entrance exam. So let's get started. First we will discuss what is interest. We'll discuss about the concept, and then simple interest and compound interest concept, then simple interest and compound interest formula comparison, and then key difference, and then some exercise of simple interest. So first we will discuss about what is interest. We'll discuss it with an example. Say Rahul's father, he plans to buy a house and its cost is 80 lakhs rupees for a house. Now he have only 30 lakhs. So how much he have? 30 lakhs. So the difference is 50 lakhs. He have to manage 50 lakhs to buy the house. So he approached to the bank, and bank has approved his loan at the rate of 10% per annum 10%, and for 10 years period. 10 years period means he have to pay it back in 10 years. So he borrowed money of 50 lakhs rupees for 10% rate of interest per annum and for 10 years. Now this amount he has borrowed from the bank, it is called principal amount, and here in this case it is 50 lakhs. So he borrowed from the bank 50 lakhs, so it is called principal, P. Generally it is denoted as P. It will be denoted as P. Then rate of interest, the extra money charged by the bank for lending the amount is called interest. This is calculated as a percentage of principal. So here the bank approved Rahul's father at 10% per annum. So 10% per annum means 10% of 50 lakhs per annum. So that will be 5 lakhs per annum. He have to pay extra. This is extra. So this amount it is called, and this 10% it is called rate of interest. So every year he have to pay extra 5 lakhs. Then duration is that it is a payback period. So duration for which money is borrowed is called time T. It is denoted as T. And in this case it is 10 years. One important note, when we deposit money in a bank, the bank also gives us extra money as interest. Similarly, if we deposit money in a bank, the bank also gives us extra money as interest according to the bank's rule. And this concept, this is the same concept, but in this case we earn interest instead of paying it. In case of loan, we have to pay the extra money, and if we deposit the money in a bank, we will earn that interest. So both cases we can use our formula for simple interest and compound interest, which we will discuss in next slides. Also, it is not from the bank, it can be from any individual or another entities. It will be same principle will be followed. Now we have discussed about interest. We understand what is interest is. Now this interest, so interest is the extra money paid for using someone else's money. So for example, you borrow 1000 rupees and return 1100 rupees. So extra 100 rupees is the interest. So it is 10% interest, because 100 is 10% of 1000. In this case it is 10% interest. 10% interest. Now this interest may be two type, simple interest and compound interest. This interest is of two type. One is simple interest, another is compound interest. Now what is simple interest? It is the interest calculated only on the original principal, not on the previous interest. Whereas compound interest is calculated on principal amount and previous interest on interest. So we'll discuss with an example so it will be more clear. So compound interest is always more than simple interest. So simple interest is calculated basis on the, so CI is calculated basis on the principal amount only. But it is not CI, it is SI. Simple interest is calculated on the basis of principal amount only. Whereas CI, compound interest, is based on principal amount plus previous interest. This is previous interest. Okay. So this will be additional amount calculated in CI. So CI will be always more than SI. CI is always more than SI. Example, say 10,000 rupees principal amount, then for 10% for 2 years. The simple interest will be, what is 10% of 10,000? This is 1,000 for 2 years, 1,000 into 2. So it will be 2,000 additional, and total amount will be 10,000 plus 2,000, that will be 12,000. But compound interest will be 2,100. How to 12,100, and total amount will be 12,100. We'll discuss how it will come 12,100. Say principal amount is 10,000, R is 10%, and T is 2 years. So if P is 10,000, what will be the simple interest after 1 year? It will be 10% of P. That means 10% of 10,000. So that will be 1,000 rupees. Okay. CI will be also 10% of P, because there is no interest in first year. After 1 year, the interest will count it. So then it will be same 1,000. Now SI after 2 year will be again 10% of P. That will be again 1,000. So 1,000 plus 1,000, it will come. After 2 year, total interest will be, total interest, simple interest will be 2,000, and amount will be P plus SI. That means 10,000 plus 2,000, that will be 12,000. Now here CI after second year, that will be 10% of P plus previous year interest. That means P plus interest of the previous year. That will be 10% of 10,000 plus 1,000. So that will be 11,000. So this will be 1,100. So total, so CI will be after 2 year will be 1,100 plus 1,000, that will be 2,100. And what will be the amount? Amount will be 10,000 plus 2,100. That should be 12,100. So simple interest will be after 2 years 12,000, and compound interest amount after 2 years will be 12,100, which is more than CI by 100, and this is due to consideration of interest after the first year. I hope it is clear now. So there are formulas for simple interest and compound interest. For simple interest, we have derived a formula. There is a standard formula. It is so simple interest. This is the formula: SI is equal to principal amount plus rate of interest into time period by 100. This is the SI, and amount will be P plus SI. So that is the amount after a particular duration of T years. P plus SI. And how SI will be find out? Principal amount into rate of interest into time duration divided by 100. There is another formula we'll discuss later. So one example for simple interest on rupees 8,000 at 6% for 2 years. So here P is principal amount is how much? 8,000. Rate of interest 6%, and time duration is 2 years. One thing you remember, the time duration should be always in year, and then rate of interest should be always in percentage. Now simply we can find out the formula by the formula PRT by P into R into T by 100. So it will be 8,000 into 6 by 2 by 100. So cancel this. So you will get 6 into 2 12, 12 into 80 960. So simple interest will be rupees 960. And what will be the amount after total amount he have to pay after this? P plus SI. That means P is amount 8,000. 8,000 plus 960. So 8960. This is the amount he have to return it back. Now there is a formula for compound interest. This is not CI formula. This is for directly amount formula, and this is the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. That is A amount, say after T years, is equal to principal amount plus 1 plus rate of interest by 100 to the power T. So we have to calculate by this formula, then we'll find out the amount after period T. And from that CI we can find out compound interest A minus P. Whatever this difference, it is the compound interest. One example here, 8,000 rupees at 6% for 2 years. So by this formula, P is 8,000. So 1 plus R to the power 100. R is how much? 6. 6 by 100 to the power 2. So 8,000 into 6 by 1.06 to the power 2. So if we calculate this, we will get 8,000 into 1.1236, and total amount will get 8988.8. And now CI we can find out 8988.8. P A minus P. P is 8,000. So 988.8. This is CI. This is the way we have to do. Next we will discuss key difference between simple interest and compound interest. So basis, simple interest is based on only on the principal amount, and compound interest on principal plus interest. We already shown one example. Then growth is here, it is a linear growth, but compound interest exponential growth. After some time it will grow exponentially. And amount is A is equal to P plus SI, and here A is equal to P plus 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. We have the formula here. Suitable for simple interest, generally used for short-term loan or investment, short-term for the short-term period. And for long-term, it is used compound interest. Generally bank giving loan, or they calculate for the deposit money on the basis of compound interest. Simple interest frequency not applicable, but compound interest is calculated based on yearly, half yearly, quarterly, or monthly. Now we'll discuss simple interest, some exercises, and these exercises are of basic level. Before starting the exercise, we will just revise the formula, important formula and tricks. We have already discussed that simple interest is calculated based on the formula P into R into T by 100. P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest in percentage, T is the number of years for which money is borrowed or invested in years. It should be in years. If it is in month, then we have to change it to transfer or convert it into years. Then we will get the simple interest here, and after that we have to, if we add principal amount plus simple interest, then we will get the amount after a period of 3 years. So that will be, amount will be P plus SI. Now another important formula is, sometime SI, simple interest, will be not given. We can directly calculate the amount in that case by this formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus RT by 100. Please remember this formula. In different exercises, examples, we have to use this formula to solve the problem. It's very important, and it will make easier to calculate the amount or simple interest or anything, rate or time, like that. A is equal to P into 1 plus RT by 100. So these two formulas are very important. One is this one. Of course, this also associated with 1. Then this 3. 1, 2 and 3. These are all very important. Please remember this. First question. Rupees 6,000 is borrowed at 6% rate of interest per annum. Find the simple interest and the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years. So in this problem, first try to understand the problem. How much amount is borrowed? 6,000. So borrowed amount will be always P. P is 6,000. Then rate of R is equal to at the rate of interest 6%. And for how much time? For 3 years. So you know PRT. So we have to find out what we have to find out. What is simple interest and what is the amount. So we can directly from the formula we can find out. We know SI is equal to P into R into T by 100 T in years. So 6,000 into 6 by 3 by 100. So cancel this. So 60 into 6 into 3, so it will get 1080. So simple interest after 3 years will be rupees 1000, rupees 1080. Now amount will be after 3 years will be principal amount plus simple interest after 3 years. So principal amount is 6000 plus 1080, so 7080 is the amount we have to pay after 3 years. Let's move to next question. If simple interest for 9 years is equal to 45% of principal, then the rate of interest per annum is equal to. So we have to find out what is given here. First try to understand the question. If simple interest for 9 years, so here they have given t is equal to 9 years. Now after 9 years what happens? Simple interest is equal to 45% of principal amount. So 45 by 100 of P. SI equal to 45 by 100 of P. Then we have to find out what is R. Okay, let's see the formula first. We know SI is equal to PRT by 100. So SI equal to 45 by 100 into P is equal to P R T is equal to 9 by 100. Now we have to find out here R. Now we can cancel here P and 100 also we can cancel here. So 45 equal to R into 9. So R will be equal to 45 by 9 is equal to 5. So it will be 5%. So option A, 5% is the correct answer here. Next question. A person deposits 8,000 rupees in a bank which pays 8% per annum simple interest. The amount after 8 years will be option A 12,600, 13,140, 13,120, 12,545. So what is given here? A person deposit 8,000 rupees in a bank which pay, so principal amount will be here 8,000 rupees. 8,000. How much interest given? 8%. And T is given 8 years. So we have to find out A how much. So we can use the formula P1 plus RT by 100. Directly we'll find out A. So this will be 8,000 1 plus 8 into 8 by 100. So 8 just 64. 64 by 100 is equal to 0.64. So 1.64, 8,000 into 1.64. We have to multiply it and we'll get 13,120 when we multiply 8,000 into 1.64. So option C will be the correct answer here. Question 4. At what rate of interest will a sum of rupees 4,500 amount of rupees 6,525 at simple interest for 5 years. So which are the data given here? P is given initial sum, that is 4,500. Then it will become 6,525. That will be the amount. And time period is given, it is 5 years. It is in years. So we have to find out rate of interest. Now we know the formula. A is equal to P1 plus RT by 100. So by this formula easily we can do it. 6525 4,500 1 plus R into 500. So 6525 by 4,500 is equal to 1 plus 5R by 100. Now 6525 by 450 is equal to 1.45 is equal to 1 plus 5R by 100. So 1.45 minus 1 is equal to 0.45 into 100 is equal to 5R. So 0.45 into 100 will be equal to 45. 45 is equal to 5R. So R will be equal to 45 by 5. That will be 9. So the answer will be 9%. So option C, 9% will be the right answer. Next question. In a certain time, a sum of money become 5 times itself if the rate of interest is 16% per annum. Then the certain time in year is. So here in this problem, what they are saying, a sum of money become 5 times itself if the rate of interest is 16%. So they are telling A will become 5 times P, and rate of interest is 16%, and we have to find out the time period. So simply we can use A is equal to P RT by 100, this formula. So now A by P, if A is equal to 5P, A by P will be is equal to 5. So here, or we can write instead of A, 5P is equal to P1 plus 16 rate of interest into T by 100. Now PP cancel. So 5 is equal to 1 plus 16 T by 100, or 5 minus 1, 4 is equal to 16 T by 100. So T is equal to 4 into cross multiplication by 16 is equal to 25. So option C, 25 years will be the correct action. Next question. In how many years shall rupees 3,500 invested at the rate of 10% simple interest per annum amount to rupees 4,500? So in this problem, the given data is P is initial, they invested 3,500. So P will be rupees 3,500. Now rate of interest they have given 10%. So we have to find out in how many years. So we have to find out T, and they have given amount is become 4,500. It is similar to the previous question. So again the same equation will come here. P is equal to 1 plus R3 by 100. So A is equal to 4,500 is equal to 3,500. 1 plus R is 10 into T by 100. So 4,500 by 3,500, we can simplify, is equal to 1 plus T by 10. We can simplify this. This become 10. This will be cancelled. So 45 by 35, that is equal to 9 by 7 is equal to 1 plus T by 10. Okay, is equal to. So we will continue. Okay, we'll rub it then. Some part. So 9 by 7 So 9 by 7 minus 1 equal to T by 10. So 9 by 7 minus 1 is equal to, say 7, we take LCM, 9 minus 7 equal to T by 10. So this equal to 2 by 7 is equal to T by 10. So cross multiplication we can do, then we will get 20 by 7 equal to T. So 20 by 7 means 6 by 7. 2, 6 by 7. So option C, 2, 6 by 7 year is the correct answer. Next question. A person borrows rupees 7,000 for 3 years at 5% per annum simple interest. He immediately lent it to another person at 1 by 3% for 3 years. Find the gain in transaction per year. So amount is same, that is why we can directly find out how much. First he will take the borrow 7,000 rupees for 3 years at 5%. Then he lend it the same amount at rate 1 by 3% for 3 years. Same years, but rate of interest change. So how much rate of interest change? So gain rate of interest equal to 6 1/3% minus 5%. So 19/3 minus 5. So this will be 319 minus 15. So this will become 4/3% gain percentage. Now what they are asking, find the gain in transaction per year. So gain rate of interest is 4/3%. So what is the gain in transaction per year? So gain in transaction per year. Per year means we have to take t is equal to 1 year per year. So that will be P R T by 100. That means P is 7,000, R 4/300, and this is 1. So 70 into 4, 280/3. If we simplify it, 3 into 9, 27, then 339, then 33, 93.33 rupees. It will be the gain per year, rupees 93.33. So option B, rupees 93.33 is the correct answer here. Question 8. In how many years will the simple interest on a sum of money be equal to principal at the rate of 12/4%? So how many years simple interest of a sum of money be equal to principal at the rate of, so here they're saying simple interest will become principal amount at what years? We have to find out t. R is given. So we know simple interest equal to P into R into T by 100. Now SI is equal to P. So P is equal to P into R is equal to 50/4%. So P into T. So we can cancel P. Then we do the cross multiplication. First we simplify 50, then we can 2. So 2 into 4, 8. 8 is equal to, if we do cross multiplication, 8 is equal to T. So T will be 8 years. Next question. An amount becomes 7 times after 15 years. In how many years the same amount will become 10 times? The rate of interest remains same in both cases. So in the first scenario, an amount becomes 7 times after 15 years. So A will, in the first scenario, okay, A1 will be equal to 7 times P, and T1 is equal to 15 years. Rate of interest same. So R1 equal to R2. Second scenario, A2 is equal to 10p. T2 we have to find out. So first thing we have to do is to find out the R1, R2. So in the first scenario, we take the equation A is equal to P1 plus RT by 100. So A is equal to, so this will be A1 R1 T1. So A1 is equal to 7p is equal to P1 plus R1 into 15 by 100. PP cancel. So 7 minus 1 6. 6 is equal to R1 15 by 100. So R1 is equal to 600 by 15. 600 by 15, that means 40%. So we come to know R1 rate of interest, and we know R1 is equal to R2. So now in the second scenario, easily we can find out. Same formula we'll use. So here 10p. Okay, so in the second scenario we can write 10p equal to P1 plus R is 40 into T by 100. PP cancel. So 10 minus 1, that will be 9 is equal to 40 into T by 100. So we can do cross multiplication, then it will become 900 become 40 into T. So T is equal to, T will become 22.5 years. Next question, the difference of a simple interest on a sum of money for 8 years and 10 years is rupees 200. If the rate of interest is 10% per annum, then what is the sum? So what they are asking, the difference of simple interest on a sum of money for 8 years and 10 years. So SI one minus SI2 is equal to rupees 200. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. Then what is the sum? So in the first scenario, SI1 is equal to P is same, so R is 10, then T is 8 by 100. So SI1 equal to 0.8p. Similarly, SI2 equal to P into, it is 10 years. So it will be 10, and then rate of interest is 10, so by 100. So this will be only P. Now SI2 minus SI1, this difference is 1P minus 0.8P is equal to 0.2P. Now this difference and S1 and S2 difference is 200. So 0.2P is equal to 200. P equal to 200 by 0.2 equal to 200 by we multiply by 10, 0.2 into 10, so it will be 2000 by 2, that means it will be 1000. So amount will be 1000 rupees. So here option A is the correct answer. Thank you. That's all for today. Thank you for joining this quantitative aptitude, simple interest and compound interest series session. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more contents. Thank you.